Hello everyone, what's going on? Welcome back to our My Player Career Mode. Thank you as always for all of your incredible support. I appreciate you all. I hope that you're all doing fantastic and having an awesome day. We're going to jump straight into the action today. Before we show you though what we've got in store, let's have a look at what happened in the previous episode. If you missed it, go back, check it out. Otherwise, I'm about to spoil it for you. If you did see the episode though, you will know that we played Dortmund in our first leg, round of 16 of the Champions League. And after taking the lead in that game, the boss asked me to play centre-back. He switched my position and Chiesa's position with Jurrien Timber and Dest, both of whom scored goals in a 3-2 victory in the first leg. I have no idea what the boss was thinking. I'm hoping we won't have to play centre-back again because admittedly I played poorly at that position, but we got the job done. That was the important factor. Alongside that, we took on Roma in the Serie A as they were second heading into this game, so it was an important fixture for us. We won it. We leapfrogged them into second in the table that I'll show you in just a moment. And we played Sassuolo in the Coppa Nazionale quarterfinals. I wasn't on the pitch when the penalty shootout took place, but the lads got the job done, and it sees us advance to the semi-finals where we'll take on Udinese over 2 legs to reach the final. The first of those 2 legs will be in this video. With that, we've also got Atalanta, Salernitana in the league, and if we've got time today, we'll take on Spezia in some much-needed wins. Hopefully, anyway, because the table, as I mentioned, we are in second, and we sit 3 behind the league leaders, Milan, who are, at this moment in time, looking favourites to win the league, but there's still 13 games to go, still all to play for. Even Roma, who slipped up against us last episode, could still win the title, so it is by no means done yet. But without further ado then, let's jump into the first game of the day up against Atalanta. Sit back, relax, and hopefully enjoy, my friends. 500 likes on today's episode would be absolutely awesome. If you go on to enjoy the video and you're new around here and you like what you see, hit that subscribe button down below. Activate the notification bell as well to make sure you never miss an upload. Also on that, you may have seen there's not been as many videos on the channel as I would have hoped. If you've been following for a while, you'll know why. But in real life, I'm in my exam season at university, so lots of work going on away from YouTube, which is why the videos have been affected. So thanks for sticking with me. Let's jump into the game. How funny would it be if we were playing centre-back in this one? Well, we're not. We're playing alongside Vlahovic and Chiesa in our usual front 3. Hickey at left-back. Gianmario starting at right-back, so no spot in the team for Dest following his goal against Dortmund. Timber, Hermoso at the centre-back positions, and Castile's preferred as well to Velasco in goal. I am going to change around our kit, though, just to make sure that I, more than anything, am able to tell the 2 kits apart. They are not too similar, but in the heat of the moment, it could be quite easy for me to make a mistake, so we'll go with our white and black kit, and they can keep their home kit as well. So, yeah, there's the 2 teams. Let's see if we start with a win in this one. Here is Miranchuk finding Paulinho, left-hand side. Juventus forcing some defending. Jurrien Timber doing brilliantly in that role at centre-back, winning back possession for Juventus as we're invited forwards into space by Atalanta. We've gone a long way here, as we will play it out wide to the left-hand side. The battle of the brothers, as we saw with Quinton Timber and Jurrien Timber, both on the pitch tonight. And Federico Chiesa nearly bended the ball into the top corner, but he just didn't get enough whip on his efforts. He was so close. His reaction tells you all you need to know. Juve nearly had the lead here. As I was saying, battle of the brothers. We've got Quinton Timber on the side of Atalanta, Jurrien Timber on the side of Juventus. Gianmario, Enzo Fernandez, now Zakaria finding De Jong. De Jong to Vlahovic. I will be offside unless the ball comes now. There is the pass. We're onto our right foot. We've hit the post. It's agonisingly not falling Juventus' way in the opening 25 minutes. Chiesa went close. We struck the woodwork. It was our weaker right side, but we still, for me, did enough to score. Vlahovic now then, looking for another opportunity. It's good defending by Nelson. And now it is Atalanta who are breathing a sigh of relief because they've got away with 2 big moments in this game so far. How many more will they get away with, though? Hermoso, Fernandez. Fernandez finds me. We found Vlahovic back the way of Enzo Fernandez. There is now space as I will run at Umtiti and try and go around him. We are away from Umtiti into the area. There's a little bit of a shirt pull. The referee says play on. Zakaria, Vlahovic. wasted by Dusan Vlahovic, and that takes us into half-time. Atalanta at the moment will be the far happier of the two sides because they have not created anything and could have so easily been 2-0 down on another day. Skov Olsen trying to find a chance for Atalanta, which has eluded them so far, but this is all they need, this one moment! And this one moment has turned golden as Cisse smashes the home side in front. Juventus caught napping, not for the first time, and Atalanta, who on the balance of the game do not deserve to lead here tonight, are in front. And Juventus defensively woeful once again. You sensed, maybe, just maybe, the two chances Juve had early on in the game. Chiesa, narrowly wide. Me, hitting the post. Was it going to be one of those evenings for Juventus? Well, it's shaping out to be just that, as Cisse has given Atalanta an unlikely lead. And once again, we have been asked to play left centre-back. So I'm going to guess that when we switch to attacking, the formation changes, and I just happen to be playing left centre-back in that particular formation. I'm not playing there now, though. As you can see, the arrow's telling me to go backwards, but I want to try and get my side back in this game. De Jong across. Nelson in the way. Atalanta will deal with the danger for the moment. Miranchuk now then finding Timber. Someone's got to get close to Atalanta here. Great ball by Timber! Scamacca just wide. Almost again. Atalanta catching us on the counter. And we are back to play our more usual right wing now. The boss has switched back. Des ball in. De Jong's offside by a mile here. He's finished it well, but he's offside comfortably. And the celebrations will be cut short by Juventus, who will not have an equaliser with 8 minutes to play. Final 2 moments of the game as we are found by Vlahovic, trying to get Juventus into the area. And the space is opened up to finish, and we will finish indeed. I don't know if you saw... I mean, the celebrations will go on here, but Juve will still be frustrated at the fact that it's just a single point. The defender got caught in two minds. Vlahovic was giving me the run in the middle. I initially wanted to pass the ball, but then because he tracked Vlahovic's run, he gave me the space to turn back on the left foot and then apply the finish in an evening by which it was Ibanez. And Vlahovic actually hadn't created the most optimal pass in the world, as there's a freeze frame here of the boss who looks happy at the fact that we've got back on level terms. But as I say, Juve will still be frustrated. It's just a single point here against Atalanta, giving up the chance to Cisse, who took it well. But ultimately, the chances we had in the first half, score those, the game is done. And that wasn't what happened here. Roma beat Torino as well, so they do claw some points back on us after our victory against them, as we do pick up the man of the match from that game. But doesn't matter because the result did not go our way. Milan are yet to play as well, so victory for them will open up the gap further to 5 points. Roma do join us on 53 with their victory. Got some training to do ahead of the next game, but we'll see if Milan have got their victory as we advance today's forward to Salernitana, which should be a routine victory for Juventus. In fact, I might even sim this game as Milan do win and open up the gap to 5. I have decided I am going to sim it. So anything that happens in this one, it will end up being that we will get, potentially if we score or an assist, we do win by 3-1. De Jong gets 1, Vlahovic gets 2. We were 3-0 up before a late consolation for Salernitana. However, the downside of the fact that I simmed that game is that we were not able to achieve the 9 match rating that we were set. So we've lost 15 manager rating points. And that might mean that we don't start the game in the cup against Udinese, but it is just the first leg. And in turn, it means we might get into the Dortmund game today. So I see that as a win, personally. Right, Udinese will join the game as sub. I don't have any training to improve... Oh, I do have training to improve my manager rating. Should I join the game as sub? I think I might. I think what I'll do is I'll join the game as sub here, play however many minutes we get given, and then move into Spezia away by actually playing the full 90 minutes of that one, because I'll train after this game. And then Dortmund to finish the episode so we know where we stand in the Champions League. That's probably what we'll do for the rest of this episode. So yeah, we will get Dortmund in today. But first, semi-final first leg, Udinese. We join the game. It's 2-0. Chiesa and Vlahovic have scored. Very happy. We're on to play striker. Let's see out this victory. Would love it if Juventus could do the job in the first leg and not really have to worry too much about the second leg up against Udinese. And we might be able to do it with scoring a goal almost immediately. We do! Juve 3, Udinese 0. As soon as they backed off, there was one thought in my mind. That was pick up the ball, find the top corner. And you could say the keeper could do better, but maybe it's just the quality of the strike. 2 touches, caught him off guard. That is not a good piece of goalkeeping that we've seen there. As you can see, the strike, it's decent, but it's not in the top corner. I think because I took it so early, that is what catches the Udinese goalkeeper off guard. Regardless, Juventus have their third. Here come Udinese trying to get themselves something. Shot wide. Correa, he knows that that's a big chance. You can see in his reaction, should be doing better. And Udinese, had they've got that goal, it gives them a lifeline. But unfortunately for them, the finish not up to standard. Goal kick forward, brilliant. Control by Enzo Fernandez. That's lovely as well by Adrian Rabiot to find Schüller. Schüller now then goes back. João Mario, Enzo Fernandez, Schüller. It's absolutely brilliant from Juventus. It's 4. And Chiesa gets in with a 4th goal for Juventus that surely seals their spot in the Coppa Nazionale final. We do have that second leg, but it is a mountain to climb for Udinese in that second leg now. Final minutes of this one, and Juventus are pretty much through to the final of the Coppa Nazionale. That's a good challenge by Santos as I was trying to get through. And there you go, full time, 4-0 the score in the first leg. We now move into our next game against Spezia, and then we'll end the episode with Dortmund. As you see, Milan only 2 points ahead of both us and Roma right now as we head into game against Spezia. Here are the 2 teams then for you, and anything less than a victory for Juventus will be a major disappointment. No disrespect to Spezia, but you'd expect Juventus to win this comfortably. Expect being the key word. We'll see if it plays out that way. Here comes Spezia with Weah down the right-hand side. They are playing a 3 at the back formation. We know that leaves space, and it should mean Juventus can create chances. But here's a chance of their own for Spezia. And we saw earlier on in the episode, Atalanta create in the same way. When they go down the wide area, there seems to always be a pass back into the middle. And Juventus have got to find a way of stopping that from happening because we have seen it work already for Atalanta today. Vlahovic, nicely done. Vlahovic will find me. I want to try and get it back on the left foot if possible. We are into the area, onto that left side, and there you go. We knew as soon as we got the ball on our favoured left foot, there was one place the ball was going, and that was in the back of Spezia's goal. Moments before this, we saw Castells make the save, which had he have not done, it would allow Spezia to have taken the lead, but that should settle any Juventus nerves and allow us to take complete control of this game now. De Jong with the ball out wide to my feet. Vlahovic trying to lose his man. We've got a couple of runners, and we have now found Aaron Hickey on the right-hand side. Aaron Hickey into the area of Spezia, putting it back for Enzo Fernandez. Saved by Travers. Rebound falls the way of Vlahovic, who heads home for another goal in this phenomenal campaign that he is having in Serie A. The league's top scorer on the score sheet here, and the day getting worse for Spezia. It was nicely worked by Aaron Hickey. Does well down the right-hand side. Pulls it back. Fernandez saved by Travers. Vlahovic just does not miss those. And Moso's throw finds Chiesa. Chiesa's got Vlahovic to his right. Now plays Dusan Vlahovic. Look at the space we are in. Vlahovic's ball towards myself. The touch was poor. I just was doing it a little bit too quick. And then as soon as I got the touch away, keeper came out. Travers, I thought about trying to chip him, but he stood tall. Chance wasted. Not my finest piece of football, but at half-time, Juventus do lead by 2-0. Here is Moder as he's looking for a pass forwards. He will find Araujo. Araujo now then goes back the way of Moder, and he can find the ball inside to Cher, who plays it forwards again. Zakaria is there to win it, though. Oh, we're away from the defender. What a touch that was. We're away from one, and we are driving towards the Spezia goal. Into the area, looking for the pass across. It's a tap-in for Chiesa. It is 3-0 Juventus, and it is game over here in this one. That was really, really something. We got there. I'm not sure who it was from Spezia. Tried to beat me to the ball. He wasn't able to do so, and at that point, we were away down the right-hand side. Moder into the middle, and it will be a goal for Spezia. Carranza's got it. Who was supposed to be marking Carranza? As well, could you really say anything different about Juventus when it comes to defending? Jurriën Timber is the closest player to Carranza, loses him, and yeah, that's why the ball is in Juventus' goal. Castells will not get his clean sheet. which is a bit frustrating for him. Ultimately, the result is secure for Juventus, but just got to defend better than that. João Mario with a free kick, sends it forward. Sotalo intercepts. Chiesa was given the ball by Sotalo, but his touch let him down, and that is full time. Juventus have won the game here by 3-1, and we do pick up 3 points. It is now time for our final game of today to see if we can advance to the quarterfinals of the Champions League as we take on Dortmund in that second leg. We are at home for this one as well at the Allianz Stadium with that 3-2 aggregate lead. It is time to take a look at the two teams. Here they are for you. You can see Dortmund, I think I said this in the previous fixture. On paper, we do look the stronger of the two sides, but they certainly have quality. And you can see there's a few players in terms of the Juventus team not quite fully fit. Vlahovic, Chiesa, Zakaria, De Jong. I'm okay though on that right-hand side. Everyone for Dortmund, full fitness. We'll see if that plays a part. All we've got to do, as boring as it would be, draw the game 0-0 and we're through. Odd, trying to play the ball forwards, cut out by Jurrien Timber. Now Aaron Hickey, left-hand side. Chiesa in front of him, but the pass not available just yet. So Hickey keeps hold of possession for Juventus, who have in the first 15 minutes just started by controlling the ball, enjoying a good spell of possession. Chiesa has got an option down the left-hand side in Hickey, and he does find him. There's the ball back inside to Federico Chiesa. Chiesa, what a chance! Rabiot, saved by Dennis. And Rabiot, who has the captain's armband tonight, nearly popped up with a captain's goal. Chiesa, De Jong, Rabiot, Chiesa, Vlahovic! What a chance. What a chance. And honestly, there's not many more Juventus players on this pitch you want that ball to fall to in that sort of position than Dusan Vlahovic. He went for placement and Dennis was equal to it. That's two big moments from Dortmund's goalkeeper. You could say Juventus should have done better with their chances. Regardless, two saves made, and important ones at that as well, as we are still looking to create here into the area, trying to go and find the ball into the box. I realise as I play the ball across, there was like 6 or 7 Dortmund players in there to the 2 of Juventus. Vlahovic again though, and again he's denied by Dennis. We are knocking on the door, but at the moment, Dortmund's goalkeeper standing firm. Zakaria, centre of the pitch, now plays me. We're away from the challenge, and we are still looking to find the goal before the end of this first half. Juventus have had the chances. Dortmund have not created anything yet. De Jong, Vlahovic is a tap-in, and this time we will not be denied. Juve 1, Dortmund 0. 4-2 on aggregate. You've got to say as well that goal's been coming. Dortmund have offered very little going forwards. Juventus have had their moments, have seen a very good goalkeeping performance in the first half by Dennis, but there is little he can do to prevent Vlahovic from tapping the ball in there, and that gives us the 2-goal advantage on aggregate. Matthias Reis as Dortmund on the ball a bit more now as we've begun the second half, and it's understandable that Juventus will sort of drop into a more defensive mentality, knowing we've got a 2-goal advantage. That's lovely, Mudryk. Velasco to the rescue. Admittedly, though, he had to save that. The shot from Mudryk was straight at him. Dortmund corner. Smith Rowe delivers, as that's the header goalwards by Murcia, held by Velasco again. And now Dortmund are in trouble here because Juventus could look for a counter-attack, and it could be so swift. Aaron Hickey's ball forwards is not quite the ball we were hoping for, as we have to kind of slow the play down a little bit. Now find Dest. Dest right-hand side to Rabiot! And Dennis again saves. Almost Juve 2-0. Timber, Hermoso. Timber, Juve happy to knock the ball around their back 4 at the moment to finish the game and seal their spot in the quarterfinals. The run being made here by João Mario though, and he's got Rabiot to his left. Adrian Rabiot to Chiesa. Another save for Dennis. And you know what? He's going to look like he's had a phenomenal game here, but most of the saves he's had to make have been fairly routine. Yes, he's been good, but Juventus haven't had their finishing boots. On another day, we could have been 3 or 4-0 up in this one. What a corner that is, though. Hermoso! That is spectacular technique, and that is a much better save by Dennis. Reach to the top corner to stop Hermoso from scoring a worldie. Change made for Dortmund. Brakala on, Mudryk off. Timber out wide to the right-hand side. João Mario back into the middle for Zakaria. 3 minutes of time remain. De Jong, Vlahovic, Chiesa, can he get there? He does! And that is that from the Allianz Stadium. It erupts inside the ground. The fans go crazy. Juve book their spot in the quarterfinals of the Champions League. And there is the full-time whistle, and this is the level of performance that is required from Juventus if they are to go on to win the Champions League this season. We gave very little the way of Dortmund. We were relentless on the ball, creating chances. Better finishing on the night. As I say, could have easily been 3, 4, 5-0 the scoreline. It is 2-0, it's a clean sheet, and the game is done. As we move on, we'll take a look and see who our opponents will be for that quarter-final draw. So firstly, we will advance the days, because then we can take a look at the table. We were 2 points behind Milan before the Spezia game. Victory in that and defeat for Milan elsewhere would see us move top of Serie A. We'll see now. Unfortunately, that did not happen. Roma also matches, so it's as we were, just 2 points behind Milan with 10 games to go. The Champions League, though, what has happened? Who will we face? Let's have a look. And, well, the answer is we don't know yet because there's still games to be played. So, Inter are through. City through, Lyon through, and then on the other side, Chelsea, Bayern finally poised at 1-1, Madrid, Leverkusen the same at 0-0. In fact, the only side to have actually won the first leg in the other side of the brackets was Manchester United, who beat Barcelona 2-0 in their first leg. Celtic and Atletico 2-2 after their first leg. So, some interesting teams still left in the competition. And if United knock out Barcelona and Celtic can advance through against Atletico Madrid, 2 big Spanish teams will be out, but you'd expect Real to advance through against Leverkusen. So we shall see who our opponents will be in the next game, in the next episode rather, I should say. As for that, that will probably end up being Cagliari at home, Sassuolo away, and Cremonese at home before we see when the Champions League game will play. I imagine it'll be here in the 5th and the 12th of April, but I'm not entirely sure. We do have Milan on the horizon as well. Big game, that one. In fact, we play AC Milan and Inter back-to-back. So, yeah, 2 massive Serie A games that could decide the title. But until the next episode, a massive thank you for watching this one. I do hope you have enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like rating. It helps push out the videos to new viewers. Subscribe if you like what you see and you are new around here. Also, as I mentioned at the start, activate the notification bell to make sure you don't miss an upload. Until next time, I will show you how the rest of our teams that we played for previously are getting on towards the back end of the season. But yeah, until next time, stay safe. Have a great day. Have a great evening. Thank you all so much for your incredible support. Look after each other, and I'll catch you all again next time. Adios!